Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. So let's talk about the sorry Phoenix Suns, the wannabe super team. Kevin Durant ran to Brooklyn, created a super team. That didn't work out. Took his butt to Phoenix, made another super team. Thought it was all peaches and cream. We got Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, myself. Thought it was all peaches and cream. And it haven't worked out. Because it's not just about grabbing talent and slapping it together. You got to have chemistry, cohesion. Talent is half the battle. It's not just about talent. It all got to work together, man. And this team just haven't worked because you have similar players in Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and to some extent Kevin Durant. They have similar attribute and skill set. So you have three guys doing the same thing, hence why the team is not that good. The team needs to be deeper. They went and got Nurkic from Portland, and he's always been a bum to me. Nurkic is just like, the guy is big for nothing. For somebody his size, you should be destroying in the paint, but he's just not that good, man. I've watched him in Portland. When Melo joined Portland, I've watched Nurkic with Dame, CJ, and them boys. So I know his game, and I've seen him. I was never impressed with his game. The Suns, they needed a big man, obviously, so they went out and got Nurkic. It's not working out. It's not panning out. So now the coach, they bench Bradley Beal, they bench Nurkic. And Brian Windhorst claims Bradley Beal is not even considering waiving his no-trade clause. So the Suns, they're trying to get rid of Bradley Beal, as they should, because we have enough sample size to know this is not working. It's not working, man. If you could trade Bradley Beal and get some other pieces and parts, great. But this is what Devin Booker get. Prior to Kevin Durant, the man had Chris Paul. As soon as Chris Paul landed, they made the NBA Finals immediately because you had a floor general and somebody who is going to hold everybody accountable, high IQ. And at the time, they had DeAndre Ayton. So they just needed a floor general to control the ball, and Devin Booker could play off the ball. And when they got Chris Paul, it was perfect. And they had Monty Williams, a very good coach, and it worked out perfectly. And then they decided to blow it all up. Trade everybody. Let's go big and create a super team. So they ran out, grabbed Kevin Durant from Brooklyn, traded DeAndre Ayton, traded Chris Paul, gutted the team. They had a deep roster at the time, Bridges, and a good team, a very good team, a very deep, good team with players in multiple positions, and they gutted all that for Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal. And as you can see, the end results, they suck. They've been struggling last season, this season. Ever since Kevin Durant landed, it just haven't worked out. And now they're trying to move Bradley Beal, and he seems like he's not trying to go anywhere. He's not going to give up his no-trade clause, basically. This is an odd situation to be in, but this is what you get when you try to speed the process. You don't want to trust the process, You're trying to go the LeBron in Miami route and build a super team because you figure, if we build a super team, we could win championships. And you can, but everything has to work. Each superstar got to complement each other in most situations. If everybody have similar games, attributes, they play the same, it's harder to work that out. When you have superstars in different positions or they have different skill sets, it works easily, you could easily get it to work. And also, beyond superstars, you need role players, man. You need a good bench. You need role players that could come in, do their job, and complement the superstars, man. And so far, Phoenix don't have that. They're just not a good team. And Bradley Beal, they got to get rid of him. I'm being real with you. They have to move Bradley Beal. There's no point in having Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. They are similar players, man. Their skill set is similar. And Bradley Beal have to be willing to give up his no-trade clause so they can make a deal to potentially get Jimmy Butler. The Suns, they have their eyes on Jimmy Butler. They have interest in Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy Butler is a way better fit. A way better fit because he don't need the ball. And his gameplay, it doesn't clash with Devin Booker or Kevin Durant. His gameplay won't clash with theirs. So he's a better fit, and he complement them. Bradley Beal, it's the same thing, man. It's redundant. Similar skill set to Devin Booker. Some of his skill set is similar to Kevin Durant. They all do the same thing, and it's not going to work. But in order for them to get Jimmy Butler, Bradley Beal have to be willing to relinquish his no trade clause. He got to give it up so they could make a move. And if I'm Bradley Beal, I would give up my no trade clause. Why? Go to Miami, man. You get to be the man. Plus, you're young. He's in his early 30s, so he's pretty young. You get to play with Bam. You get a bigger role in Miami. You get to score more. So Bradley Beal going to Miami would be a great thing for his career. Granted, he stays healthy. I think that would benefit him. You get to play more. You control the ball. You get to be the focal point of the offense, and of the team, basically. So if I'm Bradley Beal, I would want to go to Miami. In a trade deal, I would want to go, but when you have Kevin Durant and Devin Booker as a teammate, you don't want to give that up. That's too sweet. So I understand his mindset, but this is a battle you can't win. It's a battle you can't win as far as a player. Yes, players have a lot of power in the NBA, but some battles you can't win. And I feel like this is one of them. Somebody's going to have to fold and buckle, and it's going to be Bradley Beal. And this is not working, man. It's not working. So I think he should just give up his no trade clause so they could make a deal, get Jimmy Butler to Phoenix, and he could go to Miami, where he'll get a bigger role and he could be the man once again. You don't have to play third fiddle, second fiddle. You could be the number one option. And Heat culture. As long as you could deal with Pat Riley, that is, who runs the show. And the whole situation with Jimmy Butler, that gained traction after Miami suspended Jimmy Butler. They were exploring trade option because Jimmy Butler, he's disgruntled. He said he's no longer happy in Miami and he wants his joy back. So Pat Riley and Miami, they're willing to work out a deal to get Jimmy Butler out of town, get him out of South Beach. Once that got announced, a lot of teams, their antennas are up. Everybody's trying to see what they could do because if you are a contender or you're trying to be a contender, Jimmy Butler would be a great fit. As long as he stays healthy, he would be a great fit. But what happened with Bradley Beal, the Suns, man, this was bound to happen because you can't just slap together a bunch of stars and think it's going to work. We saw that firsthand in Miami, the first season when LeBron got there. And he said not one, not two, not three, etc. They lost to the Dallas Mavericks. But the difference was the Miami Heat LeBron team, they had a great fit. You had Chris Bosh, he's at the center. LeBron is obviously a point forward. And you have Dwayne Wade, a point guard or a shooting guard. No one clashes. Everybody complimented each other. It wasn't a clash, In Phoenix, that's another story, man. It's not going to work. And this is a lesson to Kevin Durant. Stop chasing rings by creating super teams. You don't want to get it through the mud. You don't want to work hard and grind to get your chips. You just want to run over here, get all the best players you can. Like, that's weak, man. But that's what Kevin Durant have been doing ever since he joined Golden State. Ever since he went to the Warriors, that's all he's been doing since. Brooklyn, now he's in Phoenix, which I don't think he's going to go anywhere else. Maybe because he's older. So Kevin Durant is, 36? Yes, he's a great player, but I feel like the next 2 seasons, if nothing works out, he might end up somewhere else. Phoenix might just be like, you know what, we're going to get off Kevin Durant. We're trying to get younger because they're not winning anything. If you look at the NBA and the West, all the teams that's thriving right now, they're young teams. All the teams on the West side, they're young. The Grizzlies, Thunders, all young teams. The Mavericks, all the teams are young. The Houston Rockets. You go to the East side, the Cavs, Celtics, Knicks, all the teams that's thriving in the NBA right now, they're pretty young. Their stars are young and they're young teams. We're going to see what happened with Bradley Beal, the Phoenix Suns. Will they work out a deal to get rid of him, to move him? Will he come off his no trade clause? That's yet to be seen. But as always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. Holla at your boy. It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it, it's all about the game.